Xin chào, bon quai hong. Okay, guys, so we have some Vietnamese coconut water over here, and you can see that it is fresh from Vietnam. And we have Rubicon Lychee sparkling water. So these are both natural fruits, and they're supposed to be very refreshing. So I'm going to put them head to head against each other. So you can see that it says Nuoc zuotoi kokom zua. Nuoc zuotoi kokom zua. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. If you're from Vietnam, correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm eager to try these two because they are very refreshing, and it's quite hot here in the UK. Quite warm. Let me even check how warm it is right now. Weather UK. Well, it's not that, I mean, never mind. It's 25 degrees. It's not hot at all. So that's 25 degrees Celsius. That would be 77 or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not that hot. But the light here does make it hot. I've got a light here. I've got a light there. And my window is closed. So it gets quite stuffy. Anywho, let's go ahead and drink this. It's funny because it's in Vietnamese, right? But here it says young coconut water with coconut pulps, or it says eau de coco avec pulpe. Eau de coco avec pulpe, which is French. So can you see that? So it has English, French, and Vietnamese. Very interesting. And I'm very interested in knowing how this tastes because it's coconut water with pulp. And it's from Wonder Farm. I have never heard of this before. It's really cold. So let's start with this one because I'm very eager to try this one. The best sound ever. Listen. Oh yeah. So let's pour that. Okay. Okay. So I can see some pulp. Let me see if I don't want to put my finger in here, but okay, so I've got one here. Let me get one more. Okay. So could you see that? Is it? I don't think I'm going to be able to focus here right now, but they're very small. I thought they were going to be like very big pieces, but they are actually very small pieces. Guys, I really need an autofocus camera. You can actually pick a catalog of times that I've said that. Okay, so you can see that. That is coconut pulp. And I can count actually how many I can count over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how many. 7. That's how many I have right now. I can't show you, or can I? Okay. So. Wow. It tastes like coconut water, obviously, but it's quite sweet, or sweeter than usual. I'm interested to know if they put added sugar. Ingredients: eau de coco, sucre, coco frais, sel. Oh, I'm reading in French, sorry. Water, young coconut water. What does young coconut mean? I mean, baby coconuts, you know, those small ones. Sugar, yeah, they add sugar. So it's 24% coconut water, sugar, young coconut pulp, 13 grams, 14 grams. They put salt, stabilizer, Synthetic sweetener. Okay, so they put sugar and sweetener. Acidity, regulator, color. Why would they put color in a white transparent beverage? Okay. What color did they put anyway? E171. So E171. Let me research that. E171. E171 color. Okay, so E171 is a coloring with no nutritional value. It is predominantly used in sweets, chewing gum, baked goods, and sauces. So it's this kind of like white grayish color that you can see over here. That's the E171 color. So that's the color they put in here, but it doesn't look like that. It actually looks like water, a bit like dirty water. You can see that over there. Oops, I knew that was gonna happen. I gotta clean that up. Okay. That was not on purpose. So it's refreshing, but not to a point that I feel like I'm at the beach. Okay, so would I buy this again? I don't know. I can feel the sweetener. I can feel the sugar. I can feel it. It tastes like sugary water with coconut pulps. That's all I get. I don't get that fresh beach coconut water taste, you know, like I can tell, like if I had my eyes closed I would tell it's coconut water, but it does taste a little bit and smell a little bit like cream soda. Just a little bit. I'm not saying it's overwhelming, but yeah. Oh. It's okay. It's like coconut water but with sweetener and sugar. I can taste both of them. That's so strange. But I think that's how you actually cause the impression of coconut water, if you think about it. Coconut water does taste like sugar and sweetener mixed. So if you, I don't know, this is a crazy experiment, but if you want to try that at home, get some water, put some sweetener, put some sugar, and try to see how it tastes. It might taste like coconut water, or it might taste like this. So that's a bit disappointing. Sorry, Vietnam. I gotta keep it real with y'all. Let's go with lychee. You know, here's a fun fact. When I was growing up in Africa, I used to pick lychees out of my neighbor's tree. I mean, come on, the tree was crossing over to my side of the fence, so I used to pick lychee out of his tree all the time. And it would be one of my favorite childhood snacks. I would just pick it out of the tree and eat it, you know. Anyways, Rubicon lychee sparkling water. You know I love sparkling water, so let's see how this goes. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, so I can see that there is foam, right? Okay. This is not sparkling, which it shouldn't be. I mean, sparkling coconut water? No thank you. Okay. It smells like Sprite or 7-Up with some lychee. I can smell the lychee, but it smells more like sparkling water, like Sprite. Well, it's funny. It smells like Sprite with the rose inside. Okay, so that's the smell test. Let's go for the taste test. Wow, this reminds me of something. Not my childhood, to be honest. I remember the lychee from my childhood. I remember the exact taste. I remember the sweetness. I remember everything from my childhood. The lychee flavor. I remember lychee juice. I remember everything. And this doesn't remind me of that. I can feel it right in the background. Like I know it's lychee, but it has another taste to it. I can't wrap my head around it. It tastes like, come on. It tastes like Sprite with, it's a type of flour. You know those candy that taste like strong flour, has a very strong flour taste. I can't remember. If you can remember, comment down below. But I can feel the aroma of that flour. You know, like it doesn't taste like medicine, but it tastes like flowers. You know those perfumes that really smell sweet, like very sweet, very flowery? This is what it tastes like. It tastes like Sprite that has been infused with that very pink flower. Let's see the ingredients and maybe I can find something. So ingredients: carbonated water, lychee juice 5%. That's why I only get an aroma of lychee, you know, and just a slight taste. Sugar, malic acid, flavorings. Okay, I want to know what these flavorings are. Stabilizers, gelatin, gum. It also tastes a little bit like gum. Sweetener, sucralose, preservative. Okay, so it doesn't tell me exactly, but I mean, if you get sparkling water and you leave those flowers inside, the ones I'm trying to remember, I know there's a sweet that it's a candy that you eat and it tastes like strong flour. Not flour as in like baking flour, but flour as in, you know those pink flowers, like a rose, but not a rose, an edible flower. I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. If you remember, please let me know. Okay, so both of these are way too sweet for me. Way too sweet. And they do both have an aftertaste. So I don't know which one is more refreshing. I don't know, guys. I'm split on this one. But I think I would go with the... Let me try it again. I don't know. Guys, sorry. Okay, so this is hard. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I think I'd go with this one because of the sparkling, the carbonated factor that it brings. This just, it's kind of like off-putting because I want to have like coconut flavor, but I want it to taste natural, and it only has 24% of coconut water. So you can imagine that 76.3% of the beverage is something else. So that's why it is quite disappointing. Anyways, you know what time it is? I think that I'm gonna do this every single video. I'm gonna mix both of them because I'm crazy like that. And let's see if I can get a fun thumbnail for you guys. So, oh, okay. So yeah, see, that's how you do that. Like Red Bull. I called Red Bull out on this one because, you see, look, if I wanna pour it, the logo is faced forward. This one, not so much. You know, Vietnam knows what they're doing in terms of marketing. So, guys, whenever you can your cans, make sure that the logo is facing forward when you're going to pour it, because when people pour it, they're going to see what beverage you're drinking, and you're going to get more people to buy your beverage, you know, because when you're pouring it like that, they're like, okay, it's a pink can. Okay, wait. If I do it like that, it's still going to be crooked, you know, but yeah, I think I can Okay, so let's try to get a thumbnail out of this. Lychee with coconut water. Okay. Okay. Let me show you what's going on top. Okay, so this is what it looks like from the top. You can see the pulp, and yeah. Okay. So it's time to chug this and see how it tastes. Lychee and coconut water with a lot of sugar and sweeteners. I'm ready. Let's do this. The taste is neutralized. I can't taste either one of them. It just tastes like cream soda right now. So I'm gonna add more. And I'll chug this for you. Okay? 3, 2, 1. There you go. Yep, cream soda all the way. It tastes like cream soda when you mix both of them. The safe word for this video is cocoa chi. Cocoa chi, that's the safe word. Cocoa chi, coconut with lychee. So it's cocoa chi. COCOCHEE. Okay, if you put that in the comments, I'll know that you've watched it so far and you're a hardcore fan of Teacher Paul's Eats. And that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with another video. And remember, we have a live stream on Monday. So, yeah, I'll see you then. Monday, 9 p.m. London time. We're having hamburgers. So prepare your meal so you can watch the live stream while you have your hamburger with me. If you don't have a hamburger, then you can bring anything else, some biscuits, coffee, tea, whatever you want. So that's it. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Keep it real. Bye-bye.